Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. I do have my personal readings available in the community section of the channel page. So if you're feeling called to check those out, that's where you can find those. And thank you so much for your donations. They really do help out the channel, and I'm so grateful. So thank you so much. Alrighty, we're going to do a collective message today. I'm going to take a step aside to let spirit pass through. All right. What does the collective need to hear today, spirit? Really? Mm, okay. So it's kind of okay. So what I'm picking up already from this energy is it's a little bit hidden. Um, it's a little bit under the surface, so to speak. And the card that came out is intolerance. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive and strive forward. And so on this card, there's kind of like it's a hooded figure in the middle of I think it's like a wheat field, yeah. But it's got kind of an ominous energy around it. And so what that's telling me is there may be something that feels like that right now for you that is simply appearing that way because of the lens and the perspective of intolerance in some aspect. Okay, let's get some more information on this, spirit. What's going on with this intolerance? What does the collective need to know about this? Oh, yeah. Okay. So we had ego that came out. Normally I don't read these in reverse, but that one I'm feeling the energy is in reverse a little bit, and it's the ego. And so there's a false sense of entrapment. It can be overly focused on material things. It can be when we're in the ego, it's very much about external approval. So it's I'm going to drive this kind of car because of what these other people might think. I'm going to do this with my house because of what somebody else may think. I'm going to dress a certain way or not dress a certain way because of how it may be perceived by others. So that's really a big part of that ego energy is getting external approval. And so what could be going on, especially with this energy in reverse, is that there is kind of a shadow aspect that's coming up right now that is there's something in life that's causing a little bit of a frustration, and what it is it feels like you're perceiving it a lot bigger than what it actually is. And um sometimes when we have shadow aspects like this, they will get bigger until we address them. And so that's kind of what I'm picking up right here is maybe there's an energy where, because I'm picking up that this intolerance is something that you're not 100% consciously aware of, but it is having an effect. Ring just fell off. Interesting. Hmm, okay. Um, okay, look at the next cards. All right. Okay. So then we've got unity. Okay, so how does this play in spirit? Hmm. I don't know how that plays into this. Okay, we've got the Six of Earth, which is new career opportunities, receiving money. It can be paying off debts. It can be gifts of money, time or effort. Oh, that's what's blocking this right now? Okay, so there's a little bit of an ego shadow aspect that's coming up right now for you to look at because it's blocking whatever gift is trying to come into you. Come come in for you right now. So there's the universe is attempting to give you something, but because of this little bit of a shadow aspect and perceiving it to be so big, it's actually blocking that from fully being able to reach you. And so you're being given the awareness of it now so that you can look at it and dissolve it. Oftentimes, when we look at a shadow aspect and we accept it for what it is, and we kind of look at it and go, okay, where is this coming from? And we acknowledge it, that is how it can be transmuted and then integrated. And so I'm being okay. So I'm being told also to make this statement that the ego isn't bad. The ego very much has its time and place. The ego is there for when we need it. It's a survival tool. And so it's something to understand that the ego isn't bad. The ego isn't something to reject. The ego isn't something to view in a negative way. It's there in a very, it's a gift from the divine. Um, and with the ego, you can kick the ego to the back seat. You're not kicking your ego out of your car. You're just kicking it, you're just like, hey, you can get in the back seat and take some time off and just kind of kick it. You don't, need to be driving constantly. If something goes a little haywire, that's when you jump up and kind of take over for a minute. But for the most part, you can just kick it in the back seat and the higher self can take the wheel and knows a different route that is more in alignment. Okay. Interesting. All right. I'm going to pull a couple more from here. Yeah, because I don't know how the main thing that's popping out on this unity card is to seek out mentors and like-minded friends. That's what's really popping out to me on that one. Then we've got life experience, which is a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. And then we've also got the dreamer, which is the fool in the traditional tarot. And this is the beginning of a cycle. So it can indicate a leap of faith. And also, it's a sign and a nudge to follow your dreams. And then it can also mean some unexpected opportunities that pop up. And so, with that, I feel like you're being guided to just do a little bit of shadow work, a little bit of work on the ego, and to really integrate that little bit of shadow so that you can open yourself up to this energy that is right there for you. Okay, and then the other one that came out is lovers. And so that could be part of this big life change, life event that's going on. And then we've got Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands. So this is a very content energy. Contented. Hmm. Um, it's very peaceful. It's also very abundant. It can signal it's like a happy home life. Hold on. And then it's also the successful completion of a project. I'm really picking up the happy home life though, especially with the lovers and the life experience over here. I'm really picking up that there's balance in your home life. And if you're not in that energy right now, that's the energy that's coming in for you, especially once you integrate this little bit of shadow that's popping up right now, which is kind of expected with the energies, especially if you're watching this in real time, because we've got I mean, we're Mercury retrograde, we're in the eclipse portal. So we just had the lunar eclipse, we're coming up on the solar eclipse. And then we also have Venus in retrograde. So Mercury and Venus are in retrograde. Venus in retrograde, Mercury retrograde gets talked about a lot. That's when we some wonky stuff comes up in communication, technology can act a little funky, that kind of thing. Venus retrograde is when we have old karmic cycles that can pop up. It can be childhood wounds that pop up. It can be maybe like some heartbreak stuff that happened with an ex or something of that nature that can come back up. And it can kind of suck you into that energy of, I'm picking up heartbreak for some reason, but that kind of energy, and it's to be looked at and fully healed. And so different retrogrades will pull up different things to be looked at and integrated. And so that's not really that surprising if that is what you are being asked to look at right now. And especially with this home life and the lovers, I am picking up that for a lot of you, there's a shadow aspect within a relationship dynamic that's coming up for you to really heal and integrate at this time. And then we've got the Eight of Air, which is an illusion of being trapped. It can also be a lack of self confidence. And so you could be being called to work on the solar plexus at this time. And then it can also be fear of taking action. Nine of Water. This is wish fulfillment. Um, yeah, this is wish fulfillment in emotions. And then we've also got Eight of Earth, which is Eight of Pentacles. That it can be going back to school, it can be learning something new. And then it can also be that your work is being rewarded as well. Not one? Okay. And then the last one here is the Ace of Air. So this is new ideas, new inspirations, seeing it can be the truth of a situation, so it can be, there's that sort of truth energy as well. And then it can also indicate a challenging beginning. And so that could be, I'm not picking up that it is a challenging beginning. I'm picking up it may be a perceived challenging beginning. And that's where you're just being asked to kind of do a little bit of introspection, a little bit of shadow work, whatever it is that you do where you integrate those aspects that, it's the wounds that come up, the triggers that come up, those kinds of things. And so there's something that is being brought to the surface right now for you to look at, heal, and then that is going to really allow you to fully embody this other energy that we've got over here, which is, I mean, it's awesome energy. Like it's really balanced. It's very yeah, we've got the scales here too. I just saw that on the 6 of Earth. And so I mean it's a very balanced energy. It's a fulfilled energy. It's very peaceful, loving energy. It's an emotionally I feel like there is an emotionally balanced energy, and there also is a balance in your physical life as well. Your finances, your home, um, job, career, those kinds of things. I'm picking up a lot of balance. And so it's just mainly, I feel like a spirit brought you this message today so that you can have a little bit of confirmation around whatever is coming up to the surface for you to be healed and integrated at this moment, which is awesome because ultimately every time we heal and integrate another little thing, we, evolve a little bit more and, tra- what? Tra- traverse maybe along the spiritual path a little bit. There's that communication. Um, okay, well, with that, I don't feel like anything else wants to come out at this time. So I'm going to leave this reading here. I really hope that this helps. If so, you can let me know in the comments below. Definitely hit that like button. And if you would like to see more messages from me, you can hit that subscribe button. It is free, it doesn't cost anything. And I will see you on the next message. Bye.